Hey guys, I thought I'd do something a little bit different today purely because I've come across a product that I'd never seen before but actually looks really helpful, but you'll never order it unless you actually need it. This is that VACOped boot that I was talking about for Achilles rupture with the adjustable angling through the heel. I thought I'd just show around super quick. I'll probably never use anything else for Achilles ruptures again, provided this fitting goes well, and so far everything looks pretty good. So normal boot sort of configuration where the front shell does come off. So very easy point of adjustment for fitting. The main trick though is to do with the positioning of the boot. So it's not a fixed heel walker, it's actually an angled heel walker through these adjustable slides at the back of the boot. So it comes with a little key mechanism that slots into the first adjusting point, which you can unlock. Just make sure you can see, you can then slide that up higher, which now actually makes the whole angle of the boot adjustable. So it's got all these little notches at the back, which means that, say, for the beginning of an Achilles rupture, I can start it at a lock setting 3. There's a second keyhole that I can then adjust to then lock it in that third setting, which instead of me having a vertical boot or at 90 degrees, I've now got a plantar flexion boot. The heel piece then obviously becomes potentially a challenge, but this actually unclips and it comes with a wedged walker sole as well. So you can then re-clip that straight back on. So now you've actually got an external wedging system with your foot still secured in the boot without having to add wedging into the boot. So it looks like it works really easily, but with all the adjustment points down the back of the boot, we have a whole lot of options of changing the degrees ever so slightly as the patient can tolerate it when they get to that point of their rehab. We don't have to worry now about putting wedges in and out of the boot and trying to adjust them piece by piece and all of that. It's all built into the boot, which is pretty good. With the boot itself, interestingly enough, and I'm about to have a little play of this, but the liner is a bit different. So most of the shells the boot shells that we're using have obviously air cells either side. This is a bit different. The Vaco in the VACOped name is actually for vacuum. It's this vacuum 10 system or whatever that they use. So the liner's actually got like a terry towel inner liner, but it's got all these beads. So you can unzip the back of it and it's got another layer inside, which is then this beaded material. So what I read on the website is it's got all these, let's for argument's sake say styrofoam beads, all in next to each other, which means there's little air pockets within it. So once you get the person into the liner and you get it all together, instead of inflating it, you actually use the pump to deflate it and suck the air out of it, which is meant to turn this fairly rigid. I think they use that to try and reinforce the protection of the area, so I'm going to test that and see how that feels. They do give you 2 liners and you get both the flat walking sole and the wedge sole that we used for when it's in plantar flexion. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but definitely impressed so far with the quality of the boot and how easy it is to adjust through the back of it. The ones I've done before where they've been even in other boots and you've got to then gradually adjust the amount of wedges you have, they just become a bit of a pain, I find. But to go from this full range and changing through the different soles with such an easy mechanism, I think that's going to be quite a good thing to do. The other bit as well is that you can change the length of the footbed. So there's another little adjustment here if you need to shorten it slightly or lengthen it. Much of a muchness, but I mean, if you do have someone that is a little bit shorter in the foot, you don't have to worry about just having a really long footbed because the VACOped system only has 3 sizes instead of 5 like the other boots that we use. So it is a bigger range, but at least there's a footbed adjustment to make sure it's not too long. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you all pretty quickly. I'll keep you guys posted on how I go, but yeah, interesting. If you get Achilles rupture patients, definitely keep this one in mind and I'll let you know what the results are with my guy.